Hey Violas, this is a rundown of Chins of Pins by Richard Meyer. Really fun piece. If you've watched the violin videos by any chance, just to sort of get an idea of what's going on, that's okay, because the violin and the violin 1, violin 2, and the viola parts actually are in harmony with each other throughout the entire piece. Hence the name Chins and Pins. It's really a dialogue between chins, upper strings, and pens, cellos and bass, lower strings. As you're practicing this piece, definitely use a D major scale to your advantage, warming up on it, and even practicing alternating between pizzicato and arco. The reason I actually bring this up is because when students learn this piece, in my experience, there's a large number of students that will actually struggle with measures 8 and 9, 16 and 17, 28 and 29, and also 32 and 33. The reason being is those are quick moments that transfer from one to the other. You're either plucking and then bowing, or bowing and plucking, but it's really important that you get that transfer down very, very quickly. Also, take note of the dynamics that are in here. The reason being is there will be moments when you have forte and somebody else has marked piano, particularly cellos and bass. The reason being, you have melody. That's your moment to come out of the texture. Like the same token, something like measure 9, where it's mezzo piano, and measure 23, where it's actually piano marked really soft, that's a moment for them to come out of the texture and play, and for you to actually support and play underneath them. Also taking the roadmap for this, start at measure 1, go all the way to measure 52, go back to measure 5, because you got the DSL fine, that's del signo, you got to go back to the sign at measure 5, and you play all the way through measure 36, and then you hit the fine, which means the end. When I'm practicing this piece, I have my metronome set at 110, like I said earlier. I also have it set with a big beat on beat 1 in 3/4 time. That way I have that anchor of here's beat 1 every single time, because practicing by yourself, it's very easy to get tangled up in these moments of transfer that I talked about, measure 8 and measure 9, and without that big click reminding you, there's beat 1, so you're ready for the next one. Anyway, that's about all the high points that are really out there. When you're practicing this one, definitely be solid on everything you do and listen to the recording, because you're going to find moments where the upper strings are in 3-part harmony, meaning that the violin 1 are playing one note, the violin 2 are playing one note, and now violas are playing a completely different note. And it's a really, really gorgeous, full sound that happens in these moments, and you've really got to be 100% sure on where your notes are when you're playing this piece by yourself, and that way when you put it together, and everything, just all the puzzle pieces really fit together quite beautifully. So here is measure 1. I have that click track going. All right, 1, 2, 3. piece in a nutshell, and you'll have heard a couple moments. 26 and 27 got interesting. I forgot what clef I was reading on. Shame on me. Sorry for all the alto clef lovers out there in the world. I'm just a bass player playing viola right now. Anyway, hopefully this video was helpful for you, and hopefully it will really get you started on where you need to be practicing so you can put this whole piece together. As always, listen to the recording. Like I mentioned earlier, it's a great place to start so you really get an idea of how all the puzzle pieces fit. And as always, happy practicing and good luck.